everyone, thanks for tuning in today. Today is hopefully going to be a good day. I wanted to share a couple of things with you today. Right now I am in my closet / office. See the red face? That's because behind me is my monitor. That's why you're seeing my face all kind of lit up, aglow. But yes, I wanted to say, like, here in my office, this is kind of like my little refuge. It's my little fortress, because I come in here and I'm able to really get a hold of my dieting and my food and consumption. For those of you that don't know, my wife is from Mexico, and she cooks an amazing amount of Mexican food, which is delicious. The best food that I can find. I can't go to a restaurant and find something that's actually better than her cooking. It's just impossible. She's amazing. Because of that, I put on a lot of weight just because I love to just eat and eat her food. I can just eat it all day long, and I have to be very conscious. What I have found that has worked for is by logging my calories. I use an app called MyFitnessPal, and it's pretty simple theory or concept. Basically, you track your calories that you're consuming versus the calories that you're burning. Now, from my understanding, our bodies have a base level of calories that we burn on a specific day, and they call that, I believe, your basal metabolic rate. That's just the amount of calories that require you to just live. And then if you factor in just regular exercise, getting out of bed, using the restroom, walking around the house, walking to the mailbox, going to the store, those are all considered, those are energies that you're expending, which is actually expending calories above your basal metabolic rate, your BMR, I think is what it's called. They call this other number the TDEE, total daily energy expenditure. There are calculators that will help you understand how many calories that you burn in a specific day. There's one that I use. It's called IIFYM. If it fits your macros, that's what that's short for. IIFYM.com. If you go on there, there's a spot on there where you can do a calculator to determine how many calories that, based off of the factors, your age, height, sex, and then energy level, that basically, are you sedentary? Are you lightly active? Do you do exercise? How many days a week do you exercise? How long do you exercise? Based off all those factors, they kind of give you a ballpark number which you can shoot for. So what I have found really successful for me in the past, now I'm 41 right now, so in the past, probably about 5, maybe 6 years ago, I had started this journey, and I was really, really strict, and I calculated very aggressively to lose a lot of weight in a short amount of time. Now, everyone will tell you that that's the wrong way to do it. It's sustainability. For me, I know I need to see results pretty quick up front, and then I can taper back throughout the process. So I like to start kind of hard, and then just kind of not be as strict as, hard meaning, well, the first 10, 20 pounds, depending, for some people it may sound like a lot. For me, coming in a guy that started initially like 300 plus pounds, I should be in the 190s. So 10 pounds, 20 pounds is nothing, right? But getting those 10, 20 pounds off, seeing that shirt fit a little looser on you, seeing the pants fit a little less tight, a little less snug, you want them to fit comfortable. That kind of gives me, for me personally, the motivation to really just stick to it, and because these are just positive reinforcements that just really lift up my spirits. So anyways, I digress. So I'm using MyFitnessPal. I calculate my calories, but let me share with you a couple of things. So first off, kind of like, what does my routine look like? As much as people, I'm trying to do two things at once here with my camera. Stand by here while I try to do this. So I'm drinking a Pepsi Zero. 0 calories. Now there are ingredients like aspartame, which is a, it's not the healthiest thing, right? It's been known to cause sicknesses, diseases, etc. So I try not to drink a lot of those. I do, however. I also, here in my little office, my little abode, you can see here I have this, oops, sorry to tilt the camera all weird. I have this little refrigerator. Pepto. There we go. I have some sodas. I've got some low fat, low calorie yogurts, some water bottles, some sugar-free pudding cups, so all these things here are just tools in my little arsenal. And also look at this. So I have this whole little like pantry back here. I've got some protein cookies, rice cakes, as dumb as that may sound, as bland as that may sound, but I have these ones here like apple cinnamon. These are nice to dip into yogurt. If you break them into pieces and dip them as yogurt, like dipping sticks, they actually taste really good. I'll have like a lean cuisine pizza or a meatloaf and mashed potatoes, and I will use these to kind of accompany that. These caramel ones are really good just to put some peanut butter on, as well as the chocolate ones. So I've got like a little library of rice cakes. I also do these in the morning. What my typical breakfast is I'll have one Nutri-Grain bar, and then I'll have one, what is this, one of these guys here. This is Nature's Valley Crunch Bar, 190 calories. So I'll have one of those. So you got 190 calories plus 130 calories. So you're talking, what's that, 310, 20-ish calories. So 320. And that'll just be, it'll be one of these, and maybe one protein shake. For lunch, I'll probably end up having a frozen lean cuisine. So here in my closet, sorry about the mess, but I have this little refrigerator. And if it lets me open it, yeah, I got a frozen drink there. But I've got these skinny cow sandwiches, which are 130 calories as dessert for dinner. Lean cuisine, 360 calories. I'll have one of those with a couple rice cakes. And then maybe one of these guys, half of one of those guys, or a whole one, depending on how happy I'm feeling. And yeah, so really, pan back around. There we go. So really, for me, it's about basically just counting the calories and keeping it in where I'm coming in under my TDEE, total daily energy expenditure. If I'm allowed, so me personally, I'm to maintain my weight. In other words, to not gain a pound, to just stay at where I'm currently at, which right now I'm in the 280s. I would need to consume about 2,800, maybe 3,000 calories, or more, maybe 3,300. I have to look at my TDE calculator, but when I plug in that data into my fitness palette, it asks me, how aggressive do you want to be in losing weight? Do you want to lose a half a pound a week, a pound, pound and a half, 2 pounds? I normally sit at about 1.5 pounds at this stage of my cough throat. 1.5 pounds a week, just so that I can see results kind of quickly initially. I may tweak it down to 1 pound a week, but that sets my calorie limit at about 2,020 calories a day. So what I do is I pull up my Fitness Pal, and then I log my breakfast, and I'll share that with you. So yeah, I had a Lenny and Larry's cookie. I know it's maybe hard to see, Lenny and Larry's cookie. And it says I've had 2,020 calories to work with, and I've got 1,640-ish, 1,644 remaining. So basically, that's what I do. It's really quick. There's an option in there to scan the barcodes on these items, and that's why this method is successful for me. You do what's successful for you, right? But for me, scanning the barcode, seeing that number diminish throughout the day, really just kind of tells me where I'm at. Now, back to why I started talking about diet sodas. Now, diet sodas, if you can read this, it says it has 0 calories. So no calories means I can have a couple of these. Now, I do know that there are theories and thoughts, and some will just shout until their face turns blue to say that these will actually make you gain weight because it makes you hungrier. Now, that may be true, but if I'm sticking to that calorie limit, then I'm as hungry as I may be, which I'm really not that hungry. As long as I'm sticking in that limit to lose 1.5 pounds a week, then I'll continue to lose weight. It's the law of thermodynamics. If you're burning more than you consume, burning more calories more than you're consuming, you're going to lose weight, right? It's just a given. So the real question is just finding that limit. Now, what I'll do here is for 3 weeks to a month here, stay at that number of calories, 2020, and see how I'm doing. If I'm seeing that I'm not losing 1.5 pounds a week, or if I've only lost 1 pound for the entire month, then I may need to tweak that number down to 1,800. You know, I'll start typically with 100 to 200 increments till I finally find that level where I need to be at. Now, also, this is not counting exercise. So if I throw in exercise, of course, you're burning more energy. So I like to just keep that exercise number on the low end, so that anytime I do exercise, it's really just a bonus. It just makes I just burn a few extra calories, so I may come in a little lighter that day. The type of exercise I currently do is just a little bit of walking. I have a kind of a knee issue, so I really can't walk too far, but I'm waiting for an electric bike to come in. I ordered. It'll help me with some pedal assist stuff, but it'll also challenge me enough so where I can engage some with the pedaling or plus or minus however much I need to keep my cardio and my heart rate up. I also use the Apple Watch to track that information just so that I can know where I am, make sure I'm not taking it too easy on myself, and I can keep my heart rate in a target heart rate zone. But yeah, that's about it. Just a little quick update. Wanted to give you a little quick tour here of the office. As you can tell, I got lots of little doodads and gizmos, and this is really like mission control in here. One day I'll give you a full tour and kind of talk about some of the items that are in here. But really just a quickie, like kind of telling you like where I'm at and where my focus is, during the work week. This is kind of like what I'm doing. I'm working, and then like right now I'm taking a little 10-minute break, but I'm working, and then I focus in logging my food, my calories, and then working some more, and then at the end of the day, I might take the dog out for a walk, and then that's about it. By then I'm kind of bushed, but just logging my calories and eating and just being very conscious of that. And but yeah, so just a real quick video. Wanted to share that with you. I did some driving to Kohl's yesterday. I may throw in some clips here of driving, like time lapses getting there and then maybe coming back. Went to the car wash. I also got the new GoPro Hero 9, which is what I'm filming this on right now. Really happy with it. The image stabilization is amazing. The quality is great. This is a low light situation, and it looks like it looks pretty lit up. So I'm very happy with it. So things are going real well. So just wanted to share a quick video with you, quick status update, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you around. Peace. wanted to say I made it to Kohl's safely, and I am here out in the parking lot getting ready to go in and about to do my return. Wanted to thank you for tuning in. I am returning some items here at Kohl's. I have like this smart water bottle that supposed to keep you reminded when you need to be drinking some more. It's basically it has a weight sensor, and it knows whenever it's getting low, and it looks at how many ounces you've drank throughout the day, and where your goals are at based off your height, weight, and age, etc. So anyways, I have went ahead and I'm returning that just because, number one, the base pops off. It doesn't really secure on very well where the weight sensor is that you keep charged. It just basically keeps falling off. And then the next thing is that really it's not very practical. For something that costs about $60, you can buy, what is that, 30 cases of, or maybe 25 cases of bottles of water. So it's like, it's not really worth it. So I'm going to just manually track water. I drink a lot of diet sodas, and I know there's like aspartame and all these other chemicals in there, so it's probably not the best thing. So I just need to keep more constant and vigilant of my water consumption. While I'm here at Kohl's, I probably will look around to see if they have like one of these steel bottles or an equivalent of this, but not a smart bottle, just because I like the vacuum seal so it doesn't leak and it keeps the drink nice and cold. But I want it to be small enough that I can keep it on my desk and I don't look dorky holding up this big bottle when I'm on Zoom phone calls on my meetings when I'm working. So anyways, here at Kohl's, got a couple returns I'm doing. I'm now on the GoPro Hero 9. This is actually, I'm filming on the iPhone. However, if I swap the camera out, if it'll let me, it won't let me. I guess once you start recording, you can't flip it around. But anyways, I'll show you right here. There it is. See? GoPro Hero 9. And those little fuzzy things are they're called dead cats. They are basically a windbreaker, so you don't hear the sound. Here's your power button, your lens, and I'm actually returning the GoPro Hero 7 that I recently bought. This is a special little battery case. So behind here is the one that comes with it is just a solid sheet of metal. This one actually gives you access to the battery port, so you don't have to pop open the lid every time you want to charge it, which is good. So you can basically keep it charged when you're using it. So in that time lapse, I just left it plugged in, and it was charging the GoPro while I was using it. I also have this mount, so you can see this mount here. It's a suction mount that has this the little head here for a GoPro. I can't recall what the name of this type of head is, but it's a special assembly. You just unscrew this little lever over here, and that'll let you drop down the camera and hook it up to a tripod or something like that. So pretty neat little contraption. I'm really happy with the quality on the Hero 9, the image stability. So it's not as it's not shaky or bouncy. It's pretty stable. And same thing goes for that time warp. It looks super buttery smooth. On the Hero 7, it just looked jittery and it looked janky. So this is really, really nice, and I'm just really, really impressed with the quality and the performance of how this thing works. So anyways, expect some new high 4K quality videos off the GoPro Hero 9. I'll do probably the majority of my scenery viewing. Like, of course, this is a channel about adventures, so primarily, like anytime I'm out and about, adventuring out in the woods or wherever I may be, definitely be using the GoPro Hero 9 primarily as my primary shooter, and then the iPhone will be an alternative. Another quick tech tip, for those of you who have iPhone and an Apple Watch, there is an app. There's my hand. Hey, look. There is an app. So here's my Apple Watch, right? There's an app on the watch that is it's just called the camera app. It's the same app that it acts as a remote viewfinder for your iPhone. So this is sort of like a little tech tip. If you have the Apple Watch and you have the iPhone, what you can do is you can use the rear camera on the back of the iPhone, which is the better camera, the one that has optical image stabilization. wide angle view, near angle, and then zoomed view. So what you can do is you can turn on the camera app, which acts as a small viewfinder, and flip your phone around, and then basically seat your watch on top of your iPhone, so that you just basically strap it in like the iPhone was your wrist, so that when you're looking at the back of it, you have a little tiny viewfinder next to the good quality camera. So if you wanted to start filming with really good quality camera with your iPhone, that's a tip of how to do that. Use your watch as a little viewfinder on the back side. Now I'm using the front facing version now, but if you ever want to use have it like instead of spending hundreds or thousands of dollars on an SLR, real expensive camera, your iPhone has a 16, whatever, the newest version has a 16 or plus megabit camera lens on it, and a lot of very high quality, good looking, low light, good performance pictures. So I suggest doing that if you want to get some good quality images and photos if you have an iPhone and or an Apple Watch. Yeah, basically that's it. So just a couple tech tips today, showing off the Hero 9, and looking forward to the weekend. Not a whole lot going in the work week when I'm working, so I don't have a lot of content to really put out because I can't really get out of the house. I have to take out the dog, taking out the trash. But weekends are really when I shine. I get out and can get out there, and especially like Saturdays, I can do a lot of filming, and I have some opportunities to get around. So that's about it now. I may I may add some additional footage over the next few days. Just throw in footage if I can find some things to shoot. Shoot with the camera, obviously, not shoot. But yeah. So thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate your clicking on my channel to view, and your likes, your thumbs up, your comments are definitely greatly appreciated. It lets me know that this is the kind of content that you like to know. If you want more tech tips, let me know in the comments, because that's what I do. I work in technology, so I'll be happy to share some any of the tips or tricks that you might want to know. If any topic is particularly interesting to you and I know about it, I'll be happy to cover it and give you a tutorial or details or whatever you might want. So that's about it. So this is Adventuring Art signing off for right now, and we'll see you on the flip side. I wish I could flip my camera, but I can't. Kohl's did not have what I needed. I was looking for this stainless steel vacuum sealed kind of little container to drink from, but no go. So off to Bed Bath & Beyond, which is 4 stores down. We'll check that out. All right, so I ended up going with here it is, Takeya. I think it's Takeya. Says it keeps your drinks cold for, sorry about the lighting, 24 hours cold or 12 hours keeping it hot. So let me see if I can open it up here. The lid, it's got 2 parts, so you can completely remove it, which is something I'm really happy with, so I can get ice in there. And this little guy here unscrews at the top. The bottle itself, it's got a nice thick rubber base, so it can prevent slipping. It says it is moisture, double wall, vacuum insulated, sweat free. Let's see, sweat free, 18 by 8, food grade stainless steel, BPA free. So it won't sweat if you put a lot of ice in here and on a hot day. If you look, it's a really shiny stainless and goes all the way in the inside. Very nice. So I'll wash this out with a little soap and water when I get home, and then fill it up with some ice cold water. And the ice should still be there in the morning, and on and on to the next day. Now here in Texas, it'll get up to 105, 108 at the hottest point in the summer. Every random year we'll get up to like near 110, but typically we're in the upper 90s to very low 100s in the summertime. So but yeah, I'm curious to see how it'll hold up out in the sun, out in the middle of the Texas summer. So we'll see, and we'll just go from there. But there you have it. I found what I came. I ended up spending like $28 with a military discount on prior military service. So I had what was it, like 10% off. It was originally $33.99, and it came down to like 28 or 27 with tax. So pretty good deal. I paid for the one I returned I think it was $59 plus tax on Amazon. So much better deal. And yeah, so there you have it. You can kind of see behind us, got a nice looking sunset happening. So it's 6:10 p.m. here in Lake Worth, Texas. I'm near Fort Worth, Texas. Well, there you have it. You have a good evening.